All right, we're gonna be doing a little dynasty mode here. I haven't found a set of sliders I like to use yet, so we're just gonna be kind of rolling with base sliders on Heisman difficulty. I will be turning off this freaking drum roll because it's only one drum roll and it's the same thing over and over and over, and it just gets obnoxious. Like especially these cowbells. These cowbells get going. Yeah, gets obnoxious. Let me turn this up a little bit. I think that's a good one right there. So, it might look a little blurry, right? That's because I don't have an Elgato or anything like that, so I have to stream through the Xbox app through my computer. So that's kind of why that's there. Let's go into our settings here and just take this off because it's drives me nuts. Menu, music right here. We'll leave it at 15. It'll be decent background noise here. Let's see. Let's go into Dynasty mode. There's a few teams I'm interested in doing here, right? I know everybody's like
Welcome to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to start your coaching journey.
Come on, Reese, stop.
Whether you want to play online or offline.
We're gonna do single player because I'm not using. Dude, Reese Davis, stop.
Choose to use the latest
Holy
EA.
smokes!
Now it's time to
Why is he doing
customize
this?
your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings and customize your conferences,
Whatever.
complete with unique rules and protected rivals.
As I said, Heisman difficulty. Coach firing will be on. Okay. Our XP setting will be normal. Our quarter length is going to be 15-minute quarters with an accelerated clock of down to 16 seconds. I feel like that's a good balance in the game. It actually goes pretty quick with how college rules are. No auto recruiting, no auto progression here. We're going full control. So
it's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders.
yeah.
The choice is up to you.
So I'm torn here, right? Because I like the challenge of starting out low and then building your team up into a god squad, right? I love that. I like that kind of challenge here, but in terms I've also like good environments, and I'm sorry, but there isn't a team at a one-star program that's going to have a rocking environment. Like, you're not going to tell me that. Two-star programs, I mean, Rutgers and Indiana are decent sized stadiums. Utah State, I mean, there's a couple decent schools. Virginia would be a pretty cool school to go to and kind of revamp that team. Three-star programs. Man. Or do I just do my Michigan franchise here and see what we rock with that? Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do our Michigan franchise. Okay. I know not everybody likes that style of franchise or not franchise, but Dynasty, you know, but
motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed?
I think we do tactician. This is going to be pretty easy for Michigan to recruit. All right. So, what is my head coach's name going to be? I'm thinking Tom Brady comes back and starts coaching U of M. We are not going to be running Michigan's offense. Even though I love the way that offense is ran, playbook wise, it's not a very good offense. I love Ohio State's offense. I think it has a good balance of QB runs, quick screen passes, and deep shots. Like, I feel like it's got a good balance. In terms of defense, Michigan runs a 3-4. So I'm going to run a 3-4. Base 3-4 here. Brady is from the University of Michigan here, so let's go ahead and put him on there. Pipeline, Brady's also from California. So I'm going to go ahead and do Southern California. Where is it at? Right there. Adaptive AI. I'm just going to leave balanced. No huddle style, leave balanced. Go into his appearance. Let's change his appearance up. Brady's going to be fairly old. So we'll go ahead and scroll down. That's too gray. Yeah, that's fine. Physique. Brady, I believe, was 6 foot. I want to say 6'5", 220. I'll go 225. Apparel, Brady would probably be wearing a polo. I'll be honest. So,
It's time to sign your coaching contract.
11 wins. Actually, our goal is to make the playoffs. Okay. So, lofty goals. I mean, we did just come off of a national title, so I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying it's not... They aren't good goals to have. I think they are very valid goals. Going into our depth chart here. At QB, you know, with us running Ohio State's offense, probably going to be Alex Orji getting the start here. Probably also going to sub in Nagel over Tuttle. I just don't think Jack Tuttle's got a spot on this team, to be honest. Alex Boston, I'm pretty sure that's a fake guy. I think that's supposed to be... can't remember the freshman's name, but he's a 4-star QB from that Michigan got, and he just isn't in the game yet. In terms of running backs, it's obviously Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings, with Khalil Mullings obviously being like a power back. There is a couple bright spots behind him in Cole Cabana and Benjamin Hall. They're both sophomores, however, so they only got probably this season and next season, probably. And outside of that, there's nothing really special at the running back room. So we'll probably be looking to add some talent there. Wide receiver is pretty rough. You know, we got Samaj Morgan, Tyler Morris, and Frederick Moore. They're not crazy players. Actually, let me just go to roster instead of depth chart. They're not crazy players. I think they're manageable, you know. I'm curious to see what Cabana's dev trait is. Impact player, okay. So that's good. What is Benjamin Hall's impact player? Okay, so they both have decent dev traits on them. Samaj Morgan, you know, he's a pretty quick guy. He's an impact player. Tyler Morris, pretty quick again. Star, okay. But, you know, there isn't any serious size at that. I mean, 5'10", 5'11", 6'1", and our like bench guys are 6'2", 6'3". So the receiver room is lacking in that department, I would say, for like a true X type. But what isn't lacking is the tight end room. You know, Colson Loveland is one of the best tight ends in the game and in the nation in real life. Brady Prescorn, you know, a freshman tight end they just got, who is, I think, going to be pretty solid in terms of his actual production at the University of Michigan. 6'6". I mean, that's a great frame for a tight end. You know, I mean, he's got 83 speed. He's pretty quick. No mental abilities, which kind of sucks, but he's got some nice, some nice physical abilities he can develop into. And Hogan Hansen is the other freshman tight end that we have. So going forward into next season, if Klein stays, it'll be Klein and Prescorn, and then obviously Marshall and Hansen, and then, I mean, William Wagner's probably. I mean, he's a senior. I didn't see that. I thought it was a sophomore, but so tight end, I think we're fine. Left tackle, I also do believe we are okay. Got some solid freshmen sitting in the ranks. Sophomore, redshirt junior. Guard, we're gonna be hurting, but we can always move one of these guys to guard. Probably would be Hamilton, just based off of his size. Could also be Connor Jones. But yeah, we're going to be hurting here just because we're losing both of them after this season. Center, this will be another rough spot because we'll be losing both of these guys as well. And he will end up having the reins after this season. Guard, we might lose Rhodes. I doubt it, though, but I think this is good depth here. And then the other tackle, obviously, like Blake Frazier's a stud. We'll be losing these two, but it'll be good to have him. So we have some good size at the offensive line, some good depth at places that are needed. In terms of defensive end, Derek Moore will probably end up staying, 81 junior. We'll be losing Kachon Bennett, but we've got some young guys behind him that'll end up developing pretty nicely. Right end, Josiah Stewart will end up going to the draft, so we lose him, but we should retain Etta. And we've got some decent freshmen behind him. End up losing TJ Guy this year as well. Defensive tackle, Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. We might be able to... This is where it gets tricky, right? Because this is an offseason where we could lose 3D tackles. Okay? 2 to the draft, 1 to graduation. So it might get tricky there. I do believe we'll be able to retain at least 1. Okay? I don't think it's going to be Mason Graham. If anything, we're going to retain Kenneth Grant. But very, very elite interior D lineman right there. And then we do have a nice sophomore here, 77 overall, and a 71 sophomore behind him as well. Left outside linebacker, we have one guy, it's Cole Sullivan. He's more of an inside linebacker, pass coverage guy, 215 pounds. Middle linebacker, we do have Jayshawn Barham and Jimmy Rolder kind of rocking that position there. Barham might leave for the draft this year just because he's an 89 junior, but we'll see if we can retain him. And then right outside linebacker, we do have Ernest Hausman. I might actually switch this to a 4-3 because of the way this team is constructed. But we do have Ernest Hausman. Pretty good linebacker. I believe he was a transfer from somewhere. I think it was Nebraska. We got junior and sophomore. I mean, nothing special behind him. Corner, this is the big one because guarantee we lose Will Johnson this year. McBurrows will stay. or he'll probably stay. What's his dev trade on him? Impact, so he might improve a little bit. We're losing Amir Cameron. Cody Jones will retain. We'll retain Harding. We do have Josiah Edmond, who is a 76 freshman, so that is nice. We'll end up losing Kashawn Harris, and we'll probably end up retaining these guys, barring any sort of transfer. Looks like he does have a deal breaker on him, which is playing time, so there is that to think about. Free safety. We will be losing Rod Moore this season, but we do have Mangum from Michigan State and Zeke Berry backing him up. And then strong safety position, we'll be losing Makari Page, but we do have Brendan Hillman and Xander Grant as well backing him up. So next season we should be okay. Kicker we should be fine, and then punter we'll end up having to snag a punter off of the prospects. So that's kind of the team breakdown. In terms of how we're going to run this offense, let me just go double check, make sure we have guys in the right positions here. I do want to actually switch Cabana and Hall. I do believe Cabana's got higher upside than Hall, so I'm going to do that. Receivers, I believe, are okay. Tight ends, I'm going to switch Prieskorn and Klein. I would rather play Prieskorn than Klein immediately, so I'll do that. And I might actually put... Yeah, I'm going to put Hanson in there too. I'll get the young freshman there, and then obviously Loveland. Left tackle, I'm fine with left tackle right there. Left guard, good there. Center, I'm good. Right guard might be a little trickier. I think I'm going to start one of these centers at guard. Probably Anderson. How big is Anderson? 6'3", 316. I think that's big enough. What are you? 6'4"? Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and slide Anderson as the starting right guard. I think that's got some value in it. Right tackle, we should be good there. Going into our left end position, Josiah Stewart and Eno Eda, as well as Edo Pai, Derek Moore, Bennett, and Brandt. I think that's all solid stuff right here. Defensive line is going to be solid. Linebacker rooms gets where it gets a little tricky. So obviously Hausman and Barham are going to start, but then our opposite side, I think I'm going to start Rolder. Rolder's not a very good athlete. He does have good play rec, good tackle, good hit power, block. Yeah, okay. I don't want to get ran all over on this team. Oh, I need to go back into that. Going into the cornerback room. So going to the cornerback room, I do like this. I do think we should probably give... Cody Jones over Cameron. What's his man coverage here? 74 and 85 zone. I don't run a play zone. I would rather play man. He's more of a man coverage guy right there. So I'm going to actually put you down there. We'll get a freshman here in the mix. Free safety. I do like the way that looks. Strong safety. I like how that looks. Kick returner. This needs to be Cabana. As well as punt returner needs to be Cabana. Long snapper needs to be, who is it? Wagner. Third down back is obviously Edwards, and then our power back is obviously Mullings. Our slot receiver, who's got the best catch in traffic? O'Leary, Loveland, Samaj. Ooh, I don't want to put O'Leary there. Samaj is at 81. Catching traffic. Your slot receiver really just runs a lot of short routes. So Tyler Morris, I think. I think we stick Tyler Morris in there, yeah. Rushing left end, Josiah Stewart, I like as my rushing end, and hopefully it's Derek Moore, yep. And then our D tackles should, yep, that's good. Linebackers, I like that right there. Probably swap out Zeke Berry for... Berry's fine. Slot corner. So this is where it gets a little trickier, I think. Now Mangum, I think Mangum's fine. I'd rather have Cody Jones above Zeke. And then I would rather have... I'm going to put Josiah at Nickelback 3 there. So that's kind of our depth chart going into this season here. Go ahead and look at my scheme playbook. I'm going to go ahead and change to a 4-3, base 4-3. I actually might do 4-3 multiple. Gives a little bit of flexibility, I think. Base 4-3 multiple gives both 4-3 and 3-4. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then we have 5 coaching points here. We'll go ahead and throw that on the offensive lineman, I believe. No, we'll throw it on the linebackers here. A little bit of finesse and block shedding. All right, time to set up our prospect scouting board. So what did I say? We needed a... This looks like we need 2 QBs, 2 running backs, a fullback, and 2 receivers. So let's go ahead and look at some QBs here. Quarterbacks. So we got a 5-star QB off the bat here that is number 1, and he's in our pipeline, which is fantastic. We do have another 4-star QB here who's also in our pipeline, and we're first place on him. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it on both of them there. Running backs. We do have a pipeline on this 5-star guy. We are 3rd on his list behind Purdue and Michigan State, which we should be able to outbid on both. And then we do have a 4-star on our pipeline of a level 4 here. That's a power back. So I'll go ahead and get it on both of them as well. Fullback, go ahead and just take a peek at any fullback. I'll just stick it on him. And then wide receiver here. We do have lots of guys who are interested, so I'm just going to go ahead and boom, 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 boom down the list, just because that is a big need for us. So that's our skill positions out of the way. We do need guards, center, and right tackle. So I'll go ahead and start with the 4 left guards. Go in here. So left guard, we're going to go sort by my pipelines. Okay. So we are first on here. That's good. So that's a right guard. And honestly, guard I think is pretty interchangeable. So I'm just going to kind of snag these first... get off of these 2 guys. Let me make sure I'm in top 5. So, guard, top 5. We'll sort by rank. We are first on his. And then we'll go ahead and go there. Then going into offensive tackle, we do need a couple of them. So I'll go ahead and grab you and grab you. And then probably a couple centers wouldn't hurt. So go on these two right here. Looking at our defensive side of things, we do need 1 defensive end, 7 total linebackers, and 3 safeties. So totaling up to 11 spots there. So 1 defensive end. Just go ahead. We're gonna go ahead on Coco Ansah. A couple outside linebackers. Now remind the I don't want power rushers. Okay. I need. Who are you in battles with here? Okay, nobody I can't beat here. So we're gonna go ahead. I want to go top 5, and that's fine. Go into my pipelines. Go to outside linebackers. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to go against Rutgers, Ohio State, and all them boys. Pass coverage, pass coverage. Pass coverage. He's a power rusher. He's a power rusher. Pass coverage. Pass coverage. Pass coverage. Run stopper. I think that's good there. Middle linebacker, we can grab a few as well. So run stopper. Middle linebackers don't really matter too much on their archetypes. And then we can grab a couple safeties. That's good that we see a 5-star safety there. And we can go ahead and grab this guy right here. So that gives us a good spread of players that we're going after here. Obviously, we still have the punter that we have to go after, but that's not that big of a need in the grand scheme of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time here, and I'm just going to offer scholarships to all these guys right off the bat. Okay. I didn't take any low-end guys, so look at that. We got a right guard that just committed to us. At worst, he's a 3-star. Okay. Keep going down the list here. And actually, I didn't realize how many points we have, so I can actually just scout all these guys too. I like that. Okay. Even though he's not very good, I mean, look at the run blocking. 80 run blocking, 76 pass block. I mean, that's still solid. Even though he's listed as a bust, that's still a solid player, I think, in my eyes. You know, he's got good strength, good run blocking stats. Like, I'm going to keep him on my board. I'm curious to see how... Okay, I can't scout him because he committed already. Once I get down to about 500, I'm going to just go ahead and put scholarships on everybody else. Look at that. Coco Ansah has a dev trait with he is a gem. So David Tabor, like I said, he's got 95 jumping at wide receiver. He is 6'5", 196. Decent speed. I'm gonna keep him on here. I mean, this guy's a physical beast. So David Tabor will be staying on my draft board here. Mylau Roundtree. Let's see how you are. 95 jumping again, 6'1". I mean, we're getting some basketball players here. Manu Asiasi. 85 speed. Good zone coverage. I'm going to keep him on. Good athlete there. Left guard. Connor Webb. 79 run block. 90 strength. 72 pass block. 87 lead block. I mean, I think there's value in keeping him there. I mean, like I said, at worst, like, they're 3-stars, so it's not like a bad... Really not all that bad to keep him on. Ladarius Lambo. Let's see, 90 speed. That's a good pull. I do like him. A couple more, and then we'll go ahead and start throwing scholarships on these guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put scholarships on them, and then we will see if we get anybody else. Look at that right there, Connor Webb. The guy, he is a left guard that is kind of a bust, but he has good strength and tools at his disposal. So, and we do get Jamie McGill as well. And we get James Gilmore as well on here. He's a 6'5" wide receiver. We do have a type here. Yeah, that is everybody that is every scholarship put on here. Obviously, we can't scout the guys that we already have scholarships on, but we can go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to sort this a little better so I can see here. I can't remember who we just scouted. So Austin Jones here. Let's go ahead and see what you're rocking with here. A nice gem metal linebacker. That's why I like 94 speed. I like to see that. Glenn Stepanick. I don't know how to say his name. '81 impact, 79 pass block. His run block is a little rough. He does have a pocket field badge, though, or physical ability. Let's see what Devin Bragg has here. Steve Braverman. And we got 20 more points here, so we'll just go ahead and throw them both on him. And he looks decent as a safety. So, we can advance a week here, and we have a bye week, week 1. We are second in this guy's recruiting, but it is behind Marshall, I believe, so it's not that bad. So if we go back in here, obviously I'm putting the max I can on these 5 stars and whatnot. So, yeah, so max there, max there. We're gonna max this one. Right tackle, Chad Tam, we're gonna max. Ben Bryant. Ooh, that's going to be tough to beat LSU out for him, but we're going to go ahead and put it on him. Let's go look at some QBs here. I'm a scout. Alex Cologne. 96 throw power. That is a crazy, crazy play right there. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna put the max I can on him because I like that. I like those stats that I got on him. Running backs. Ladarius Lambeau. 90 speed, downhill, head first, balanced. I'm going to put 25 on him. And we'll see kind of where we're going with it. Because we do have a little bit, we are a little bit ahead of Iowa. but let's go ahead and scout this fullback. He's a bust. Fullback, yeah, we can take him off. Okay. Wide receivers. .92 speed, 96 jumping at 6'5". I'll go ahead and throw 25 onto you. We are fighting for him over Michigan State, so let me just actually bump that up to 50 because they did offer him a scholarship as well. Let's go take a peek at Steve Braverman. So we are a little bit ahead of Michigan State. Michigan State's a little bit ahead on James Kenyon. 86 speed, 96 jumping. I think I'm probably out on Kenyon. Roundtree we're up on still. 90 speed, 95 jumping. David Tabor, 87 speed. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Tabor. Roundtree we're up on. Braverman we're up on a little bit, and we are down a little bit on Applewhite. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw 25 on these two. Let's see, offensive tackle. Kevin Samuel we're up on, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw 50 on him just in case. Guard. Rao we're down on. We're up on Bragg, so I'll go ahead and throw 25 on Bragg. I'll throw 50 on Rao. Center, we're up a little bit, so I'll go ahead and put 25 down. Simmons. I'll put 25 on. This is going to be a full 50 bomb. Outside linebacker, we didn't find any gems there. We did find this gem, so we'll put 50 down on you. Keener, we're down a little bit, so let me go ahead and put 25 on him. Actually, I'll go put 50 on him. Free safety. We didn't get to scout you fully, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, yep, we're putting the full 50 on you. We have 40 points left. We did scout you, so we'll go ahead and put 25 on there. And then I think we're going to go ahead and do some outside linebacker work with... Let's see here. We'll put it on step. And that is our bye-week recruiting that we got out of the way. So we're advancing into this next week. You do get to see kind of our changes here on certain players. Let's go into our recruiting here. So we have 160 hours. Let's see, is there anybody that's ready for visits? There isn't anybody ready for a visit. Sort this by the national rank. So we almost have Wade McGowan. We are second for Manning. Johnny Thomas, we're currently sitting first. Okay. We're leading there. We are leading there. Aussie. I'm gonna go ahead. Scouting. I'm gonna go ahead and take off of Aussie. Lambo. Holy crap, Iowa just put so many hours in this guy. Okay. Sturm. We can throw 50 on them. Okay, I'm pulling off of you. Brag. I'm going to throw 50 on. Okay. So we play Fresno State. All right. We're going to jump into this game here. One more, the all blues. And we're jumping in.
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense takes the field. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Good stop.
Hold on, he had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped.
3 tight ends. We're going to go nickel here.
The offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Back to throw. It's Keene. Gets it
Good
out.
tackle.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Good stop, boys.
He's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the
Good return, Cabana.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generate
It's a good first run.
tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
motion from the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch it.
Oh.
It's more. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down and short. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Trying to get to it.
Okay.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Morgan.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets.
Yep.
Back end.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on.
Just like to have a clock. You didn't even have time to throw the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The receivers
Send him deep
run
here.
their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Orji. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the
All right.
5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he'll sprint in.
There we go.
Score. Touchdown, Michigan. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just
All right, defense. Let's get a stop here. Let's go a little 4-3 action.
Fresno State takes over in the
Let's see what we can do
offense.
here.
Go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Ooh, nice little screen. Ooh, damn.
You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more.
Single back. That plays into our strength. All right, D-line shift left.
Off the play fake.
We're there.
He left. And it just squirted through his
All right, I
hands.
want
Wanted to take off and got too
Will
angry.
Johnson to be guarding their best player.
To affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On third
Good
and
stop,
goal,
Mason.
on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Fresno State will have to punt.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Continues to fight for yards. Just a wall of he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on
Oh my
that
God.
last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got his man quickly. Tackled immediately.
Dang, that could have went gone. That could have went far.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. You get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Dang.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside. And
Throw the ball, man.
They got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their beauty. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's
Oh, you're kidding me.
willing to not just cover
Oh.
in the open field.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that too that can create that space for you. Now if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
2nd down coming up. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
Fresno State, 0.
All right. You got some work to do.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play.
Come on, Will.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
There you go, Mason.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. Shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, 3rd and 16. Come on now.
Defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
Get him.
That's exactly what happened.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Good stuff, Josiah.
Fresno State will have to punt it away.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Leaves it with the back. And the Wolverines get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand.
Go, Donovan.
Pass to sticks and still on his feet.
Run, Donovan. You slow motherfucker, dude.
He now has 80 yards rushing in this first half.
All right.
He's making quite the
That's that big chunk play I was waiting for Donovan to break off.
Offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating.
All right, I think this is going to be a blitz here. So let's go ahead and put Cabana on a... I was wrong. I got killed.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run play action. Pocket starts to
Damn, that guy's fast.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. The QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside.
All right, I'm looking for Loveland here.
So he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Makes his connection. And they make the
We'll take
stop,
it.
and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather.
The bad thing about Ohio State is that they don't have any like power form, like I form formations, which sucks because I really like using. I might switch back to Michigan's playbook.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football.
What the
No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple
Get 'em.
drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored. You score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
To the air, it's Key. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten
It's a heck of a grab.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays
All
like
right.
that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
on 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back.
Damn.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better and easily picked that up.
Fresno State right back to the line.
Fresno State's kicking me. Get my ass or no?
They go to the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And there was lots of space.
They got me in a. They had me in a set I didn't like.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason
All right,
why he starts
come on now.
this offense. You just saw the
Throw that
speed
defense up,
and the
guys.
open field running ability on that last play. And
What are we
this is
doing
a
here?
guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Getting some heat.
Good sack.
And the quarterback will be slung down back to the 43.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on
Right into Kenneth Grant. Let's go.
because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll play it safe and send out the field
The
goal.
long field goal.
Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That is
That's a beautiful pass.
one heck of a catch.
Good job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside kid.
That was a good pancake they had on the end. I'm gonna keep that. Keep that formation.
Down to the 10. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I love the play flow there, too, because
All right.
second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run at the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of depth.
Tell me I can get in the end zone there.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Coming after him. Get it out on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Keene. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll leave it with him. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Keene. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great moment.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look at it.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Using the quick game. Fresno State right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the
Oh, it's picked off. Let's go.
intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the
I've been waiting for one of those.
man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got it on the outside, it's Edwards. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run. Still looking. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Find space on the right.
Will Johnson's getting cooked this game.
This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play
receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fresno State will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Still on his feet. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make...
All right, that's enough of my services on this game. Go ahead and watch it now.
They'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone.
Fresno State, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the single back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Finds his big tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Bulldogs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense drags him down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Makes the grab. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300.
And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception...
All right, yep, it's time to take Alex Orji out of the game. Time to take my starters out because I don't want them to get hurt. So we'll go ahead and get some of the young bucks some run here. I'll leave Bredesen in, leave the receivers in. Loveland I'm taking out. Fine.
And they'll take over.
Defenses are lucky. Corner, fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Bennett slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Warren. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough for that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside in the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the
I saw what he was doing there.
Well, that's the second pick
Dude's got to loft
in
that one.
series now for this
Can't bullet
quarterback.
past that one.
I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
dropping back. It's Keem. He makes the connection. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit in that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingernail. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Unloads quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Warren.
Defenses throughout the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball.
Yeah, he's getting subbed out. He's getting subbed out.
Defense got it.
2 turnovers.
offense getting set for first
That was
down.
such a good drive, too.
The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, going up top. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the first down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The give. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's already put 1 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolute absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The aerial assault continues. This time it's complete.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The give on fourth down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go. Fires and picked off. Bulldozes it. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. I mean, generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Giving him his pass. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arsenault. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You've got to attack the sidelines. You've got to throw first downs. You've got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Wide out in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the Wolverines will keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look
All right, game 1 is in the books. A little rough for the backup unit, but I think all in all, it turned out pretty solid.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David,
It's a great angle.
I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, let's go look at some stats here. Here's our passing stats for the team. Obviously, Alex Orji doing the most of the work. Davis Warren did okay. There was a few throws that he made that were head scratchers. And then obviously Jack Tuttle just kind of just came in and kind of clocked the game, essentially. Rushing, Cole Cabana actually ended up getting bulk of the carries this game. 17 carries, 85 yards, 7 broken tackles. Pretty good. 5 yards per carry. Didn't get a rushing touchdown for him, which isn't that big of a deal considering how much we were up. But I do like to see this out of our sophomore running back. Donovan Edwards, 11 carries, 94 yards, 8.5 yards per carry. That big run he had really added a lot on there. I mean, it's 51 yards he had, so it was really essentially 10 carries for 43 yards, which is still not that bad. So, Orji, 9 carries for 33 yards and that touchdown. Nothing special. And then obviously Khalil Mullings with the rushing touchdown as well. Receiving, Samaj Morgan with 143 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have that long 57-yard touchdown to end the second half. Tyler Morris with a 56-yard, 5-catch, 56 yards and a touchdown. Edwards had 48. Frederick Moore 33, Priestcorn 31, Loveland 55 and a touchdown. Blocking, we did give up a few sacks here. Nothing crazy though. Defense, Jaden Mangum was playing pretty good. Ended up getting 9 tackles and an interception. TFL's Mason Graham is an absolute stud We did have quite a few sacks this game as well. Josiah Stewart with 1.5. Lugard with 1. Eno with 1. Kenneth Grant with 1. Derek Moore with 1. Mason Crane with half a sack. We got 3 interceptions this game by Jaden Mangum, Jimmy Rolder, and Cody Jones. Did get a couple pass deflections as well. And then I believe our special teams is perfect. 4 for 4 and 5 for 5, so that's good to see as well. All in all, I mean, it was a pretty solid game, and we were playing Fresno State, and they're no slouch. Definitely not on the level of the University of Michigan, but definitely not a team that can't win football games. Like it's not like an Akron or a Central Michigan. They're a little above. I would say they're above them in that aspect. We do have 20 points here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this, and I want to get. Let's see. Let's go take a peek at our. Let me go take a peek here at our recruiting board. Who are the top recruits that we're kind of stressing on? Running back and quarterback. I think quarterback is where we should go with this. So let's go ahead and go not into recruiting. Coach abilities. All right, we'll go QB. That way our recruiting actions have bigger impacts. And then we'll put another, once we level up again, we'll put those points into there again. And then that way we can at least max out the QB recruiting there. Outside of that, really, we can just advance the week. I believe we have Texas in week 2. That is going to be a massive game. But for now, this is going to be the end of the video after a recap our recruiting here. See, we do have one player at risk of transfer. Somehow we dropped in championship contender. Program tradition. We jumped in atmosphere. Dropped in brand exposure. So somehow, I don't know how we did, but Washington's making a good push on Alex Colon. I don't know how you want to say his name. It's probably Colon. Alex Colon. We are soundly in first place on Emmanuel Applewhite. Just behind LSU for Ben Bryant. Just behind LSU for Coco Ansah. We are in 4th place for Brooks Sturm. Probably got to up our points on him. We are soundly in first place on Wade McGowan. In first place on Ladarius Lambo. Soundly in first place on Tyler Winton. First place on Step Paniak, and we are soundly in first place on Mike Johannesson. So let's go take a peek at our QB here. We are max out on our scouting points, so we are falling behind a little bit on Damian Manning, which sucks because I mean he's an animal. He is an animal. 86 speed, 93 throw power, 88 short, 83 medium, 82 on the run, 88 break sack. I mean, that is an animal. All right, that is a very good quarterback there. Do we have anybody ready for visits? Okay. Alex Colon. I don't know how to say his friggin' name. Does have a visit. I'm gonna schedule him a visit. We're gonna go ahead and go against. Okay, we don't have like any good. I'm gonna go ahead and do it against them. Never mind, because I don't know what he wants, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with that. Emmanuel Applewhite could do proximity to home on him. Ben Bryant, pro potential. Ansah, pro potential. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and go here with it. We'll go pro potential, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the last 10 on him as well. Brooks Sturm. I actually can't do anything for him. Okay, so we gotta go back in here. Throw 10 on you. So that's kind of where we're sitting on this game here. Yeah, I'll probably end up playing the week 2 tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys later.